Welcome back, Bass Busters. I need to be careful when I say that. Bass Busters. We didn't think about it too much. Georgia bass busting. Anyway, today's video is going to be about rattle traps. When to throw it, how to throw it, yada yada. When, like in watercolor, when I'm going to throw what, stuff like that. So let's look at this first one here. So notice how the treble hooks are on the bottom. Of course, that's how all rattle traps are. It's got like a chrome right here, and it's kind of like a, what color is this? I was about to say tequila. What am I thinking? Turquoise. That's what I'm thinking. Anyways, so I'm thinking that with this color, I want it to be like the sunshine to be out. There's no clouds in the sky. That way, the sun can reflect off the chrome there. This is a smaller size, so I'm either going to catch smaller fish, or if the fish are a little bit colder, you're going to want to throw a smaller presentation. Okay, so really when that happens, like during the winter, fish can either want to bite something really small or really big. So it's all about the days. Like bass fishing is really tricky that way. You just figure it out by throwing whichever one that day and see which one they bite. Now this one, I want it to be super duper clear water. Why? Because look how super duper realistic that looks. It looks like a little bass, right? Now this size is gonna be fine. Like I like this size personally. But when I throw a rattle trap, I'm gonna throw it around rocks. I'm gonna throw it around like stuff like that, mainly rocks most of the time. And this guy is just about the same. Clear water, just like the bass. It kind of looks like a shad, or it does look like a shad. That's what it's supposed to imitate. Now I don't have the color that I would use, but I have a crankbait that's the color. So this is called a fire tiger. This is what I would throw in a muddy water. Just something bright that would catch their eye in the muddy water. Now, I'll get into a crankbait video later, but for now that's about it. Yeah, and I like to throw rattle traps when it's about 55 degrees, you know, when it's cold, because it's got the rattle inside. I don't know if you can, I'll try to grab the hooks here without getting hooked. If you can, they have a rattle inside, hence the name rattle trap. So they work really well when it's more stained water as opposed to clear, because it's got the rattle. And so I like to throw them then. Also, you know what, I'm just going to go ahead and do the crankbait video here. So I have this red craw color. That's my favorite crawfish imitation, by the way. Oh, it's cracked. Poor guy. Anyways, this is a lipless crankbait. Technically, it's kind of like a rattle trap, except when it falls, it doesn't fall like sideways. It falls straight down. It's got more of a rattle to it. I'm going to throw this lipless crankbait when it is really cold, like 50 to 52 degree water temperature. Bass fish bass tend to like it. So with this color, it's a natural color. I'm gonna go more of a, when it's kind of clear, but not like straight clear, when it's more stained. So that's what I'm gonna throw then. Like I said earlier, I'm gonna throw this bad boy when it's really muddy so that they can see it, because look how bright it is. It looks pretty neat. Kind of like a cheetah. Anyways. I'm so weird. Anyways, so I like to throw crankbaits as my search bait. So these are really good anywhere from like the 54 degree to and beyond, really. So I like to throw that. Always a slow retrieve. I like to, like, this is a square bill crankbait, so you want to fish it around like brush, you want to fish it around rocks, so that when it bumps into it, you can just stop and floats up, and then you can reel it in again. Now with the more rounded off crankbaits, that's more for the deep divers. Square bills tend to go about 3 to 5 feet. So that's what I'm throwing then. I think that's, we got this guy. So we were looking at it, and I'm gonna zoom in on this guy. He's got glitter all over his back, right? But he's really bright, so we're thinking, okay, this guy, we're gonna throw him in like muddy water, but he kind of imitates a shad at the same time. So, but yeah, so we would throw him when it's muddy, but not like straight mud like we would this guy. So if you can't see a foot, you're gonna throw this. If you can see like a little past foot, you throw this, but it's bright, and so it doesn't really look that realistic. And so that's the key when it comes to clear water and muddy water. When it's clear, you throw really realistic looking stuff. If it's muddy, you throw bright stuff. So thanks for tuning in today. Watch this video. If you haven't checked out our Instagram already, go like it, follow it, you do it. Description will be below. Also, if you like this video, you thought it was helpful, like, subscribe, and share. We'd really appreciate it here at Georgia Bass Bustin'. So until the next video, which will be in like right now,